Hello, my name is Sky, and I'm going to be walking through how to use Poll Everywhere in your classrooms. This is not restricted to social studies, which is what I teach. This can be used across all content areas. If you are new to Poll Everywhere, you would hit sign up and create an account. I am going to hit log in because I've already created my account. And I want to make it known that I am using the free basic version. If you wanted to upgrade to get more features, you would go to this menu on the left, hit this diamond, and see the available plans. I feel like the free basic version has a pretty good amount of features, and I'm comfortable with my options. Here's the home page. If you wanted to create an activity, you'd hit this plus sign here titled Activity. As you can see, I have some recent activities. I'm going to hit the plus sign just to walk through the options you could use. You have multiple choice, word cloud, Q&A, clickable image survey, open-ended, and competition. And if you hit this little menu right here, plenty more options to use, and you don't have to pay for them. If you wanted to do a multiple choice, you would come up with a question, type in your responses. You can add response options. You can also mark which one is correct. And if you go all the way here on each response to the right, you can hit delete. You can add an image if you'd like. You can toggle through some of these options. Word cloud, Q&A, survey, same thing. You type in your question, your activity title, and you fill in the options for the students to respond. I'm going to back out of this. Obviously, for this presentation, I don't have any students responding, so we'll just go on to some options that I've already created. This is the emotion scale option. If you click the three dots on the activities, it was listed under here. And I just came up with a sample question. How well do you think you could explain manifest destiny to somebody? And students could either click this red face where it's really sad or this green face or somewhere in between. And I was hoping to use this as sort of as a check for understanding. And we can discuss what's so confusing about manifest destiny and things of that nature. If you look down at the bottom here, you have all of your activities that you've created. So I'm going to go on to the next one. The next one is a multiple choice activity. I have an inquiry question. Did Reconstruction improve race relation amongst Blacks and whites in the United States? And my two options were yes and no, and there's zero percentages for either of these responses because I don't have any students right now. But if I did and I wanted students to respond, I can choose how they respond. Here, I can toggle my options. They can answer via the website in this link, or they could do via text message. Who can respond? Anyone with this active link. Do they want to be anonymous? Do I want them to have a screen name? And specific settings for each response. How many times can a student respond? How many times may each option be selected? And these are some options for the upgraded version, showing the participants the results and custom reply. And are students allowed to change their answers? This is available with the free version of Poll Everywhere. And before you have this be student facing, you would want to test it using a link or a text message. And then you can send it instructions with your link to your Poll Everywhere presentation for the web. And you cannot use this unless you activate it. So you'd click activate so people can join by the website or by text. And then you can hit present and then you should see your responses rolling in. You can also see your other activities from the same menu here. And was the Emancipation Proclamation a moral or political move? This is an open-ended response, so students would have the option to type this in, and I would see responses here. You can hit more, always showing more controls. You can clear responses. I'm going to go ahead and exit. You can see your response history right here as well. You can make more edits to your polls. You can save them in real time as well. Or if you weren't so happy with what you have, you could go ahead and delete this. This is just a few examples of what you could do with Poll Everywhere. Like I said, if you hit this plus sign, you could play around with more things here. You could make a chart You can brainstorm ideas for class projects, or you can rank topics or concepts that you and your students have been talking about within the class. There's lots of things you could do here. Hope you enjoyed.